So guys, the wait is finally over. I've finally received my Kiesel Kyber guitar. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm excited as can be. So without further ado, let's get into an unboxing. So I gotta say, these guys were absolutely spot on as far as timing. Guitar came in exactly when I expected that it would. So many thanks to the hardworking people over at Kiesel Guitars. And a lot of hype with this one, guys. Definitely been something I've been looking forward to for quite some time. Got our spec sheet here, which I'll be sure to cover here momentarily, but yeah, we got to see this thing. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh man. Whoa, dude. Oh man. Oh, buddy. Wow. That is quite impressive, man. I gotta just like process this for a minute. All right. Oh man. All right, enough of that. Here we go. Yep, there it is. The all-new Kiesel Kyber. I'm extremely thrilled with this top. This top here is looking pretty phenomenal. This is a 5A Buckeye burl. And I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing here. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Got a beautiful black limbo body. This fretboard, man, look at that Zerakote with the sapwood in there, guys. Are you seeing this right now? Wow. Man, that is something else. Love that headstock's like so aggressive. Very similar to a lot of the other guitars I have, kind of like the OD. Similar to like what you might find from like Skirvison, Black Machine. Yeah, I have to say, like, I'm really glad I decided to go ahead and just throw down, just spend a little bit more money just to get a 5A upgraded Buckeye burl top. I'll tell you guys, you know, depending on the builder, right? All these guys have some really amazing woods. Some people have different personal preferences when it comes to tops. I've always found that Kiesel guitars consistently, even if you go with a standard grade top, they still look really, really good. But Buckeye burl, it's just one of those things. I mean, there's just such a vast assortment. You just don't know what you're gonna get. It's always going to be some degree of a dice roll. So for me, there was a sale going on at the time of this purchase. So I was like, you know what? For another 350 bucks, let's just make sure we're locked in on a fantastic top. And I'm very glad that I committed to that. So I'm sure you guys have already heard some people reporting in. These Kybers are coming in very lightweight. I'll be sure to throw this one on a scale to get an exact number, but yeah, it feels very comfortable, very, very light. All right, so let's take a minute to go over our specifications. So we've got a Kyber 6-string with the fixed bridge. We've got a black limba body with this amazing 5A Buckeye burl top in raw tone. We've got a 5-piece maple walnut neck. This has the thinner neck profile, Kyber headstock, of course, the matching overlay with the Buckeye. Zerakote fingerboard, which, as you guys can see that, I mean, that's pretty wild, man. I'm loving that. Got stainless steel jumbo frets, 20-inch fretboard radius, staggered offset dots, drop shadow logo white on black. We've got the Thorium and Empyrean pickup set, black hardware, black pole pieces, and of course the soft guitar case. Now, some of you may know if you've seen my videos in the past, I'm always like really big on guitar ergonomics. And I have to say, just the first thing that really stands out to me as far as just the focus in comfort in the design of this model is this arm bend right here, guys. You can see that arm bend is so aggressive, really a nice curve on there. And it just feels so good when you just rest your wrist and forearm. You know, just super comfortable. Love that 5-piece with that walnut on there. I think it looks really good too. Like something about these thinner headstocks when you have like these little thin laminations with the 5-piece. Just visually to me, I just had a feeling this was gonna be the way to go. And I'm really glad I did. The locking tuners, of course, standard on all Kiesel models. The way they match that headstock overlay, like you've got that gray on the Buckeye and then it goes to that kind of cream color. Really, really well done. I mean, just the consistency from how the top is, even the effort in getting a matching headstock overlay, awesome stuff. Black limba's looking great. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Lots of streaks in there, lots of color. As I've said before, sometimes you get a little bit more of an interesting piece, and this one did not disappoint. The new heel, wow, this is a big thing. I've never had any of the Kiesels with this updated heel. This is my first model, first time putting hands on one. I know in the past they used to have like that 4-bolt, that very square pocket heel, which I was never a big fan of. I know starting 2025, that was something Jeff had mentioned, was all their updates as far as getting these new heels. And man, this is a lot better, a lot more comfortable. You don't have that hard, that square edge on there. So yeah, I'm really, really thrilled with that. Also have that ebony backplate with a custom Kyber engraving. Looks really nice. I'm still really taken back by this fretboard, guys. I mean, this is nuts. Such a cool guitar. The other thing I really like to see that Kiesel is now doing is providing a quality inspection checklist. So pretty much all of your main checkpoints here, make sure everything is buttoned up, ready to go. All of those key points are addressed. So always gotta tip my hat to these gentlemen for putting in more effort to continue to elevate their quality standards. And really, really nice to see. I still can't get over this fretboard, man. I mean, for $50, I mean, to me, that's like a pretty astounding Zerkote fretboard. Wow. Really comfortable is how this thing sits in your lap. Like, it almost does kind of have a similar feel to kind of how a headless body shape is, that deep contour, the way it's got this like little cutout on the bottom for your leg, sits very close to the body. And man, it's perfect for sitting on the couch here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Kyber on the scale to see what kind of weight we're looking at. This one did come in a little bit heftier at just a little over 6.5 pounds. I did plan on using the black limba body to help prevent any possible neck dive. That is something that I have heard some other people discuss on other reviews. Sometimes if you combine a very lightweight body wood, for example, let's say you did swamp ash, and then you picked a heavier neck wood, like say maybe like, walnut or, walnut purple heart or something like that, and you start to kind of get that little bit of tilt. So I want to go with a slightly lighter neck, predominantly being maple, and a heavier body wood. That's why I chose the black limba. Under normal circumstances, I do typically prefer like the lightest possible guitar, but with the body design of the Kyber, I was a little bit more strategic about that. So I'm actually glad this one came out with just a little more heft. Now, one other thing I'm noticing, it seems like the majority of the Kybers that I'm seeing out in the wild, whether it be other reviewers, other in-stock sections from the Kiesel website, it seems like everybody's going with the truss rod cover delete. Not really my cup of tea. I decided just to leave the default truss rod cover. I'm pretty happy with it. Don't have any complaints in any way. So yeah, I'm just kind of sticking with that. It is an extra $100 option, which I just didn't feel like made a whole lot of sense. Paying money to delete something and rather just leave it as is. So I'm gonna spend some more time playing around with the Kyber. Wow, just what can I say? Such an impressive guitar, amazing design. I'm pretty thrilled with all these crazy exotic woods. Very, very pleased. So spend a little bit more time playing it. I'll be sure to post a little follow-up there. And thank you guys so much for joining me today.